Hi, this is Pilot Rizwan. I'm actually in my office. Tamara is at home,
Yeah.
joining you guys this morning for the introduction. I'm sorry I was unable to join you guys for the whole session today. I was just on and off. I was listening to some of the introduction. I was listening to some of your questions, and I believe I'm part of the event on the last day. Lovely introduction, Tamara. Thank you so much for that.
I
Thank you
didn't
for
give
the
an introduction. Let me give it.
lovely introduction to the AirCrash investigation topic.
Oh, okay, fine. So let me
Uh,
introduce you to Pilot Rizwan Taj. Pilot Rizwan Taj is actually a very well-known guy in the industry, and he is a pilot instructor that finished his training in the US and now is working for a flight school that does both YASA and CASA. So basically, this guy has a knowledge of licenses from around the world. He lives in Dubai, so he also knows the GACA, and he is literally an ocean of knowledge when it comes to aviation. He is a pilot instructor that was also, head TKI in Montenegro. And yeah, he does a lot of training, and I think he's taught more than 500 plus students. And I think he's one of the best teachers. I've had the opportunity to be in his classes, and I have really, really enjoyed his classes, which is why I kind of decided to propel him forward on Instagram. And yeah, with 195K followers on Instagram, all of them aviation enthusiasts. It's really lovely to have you with us today, Rizwan. And you'll also be joining on the third day, if I'm not wrong.
Thank you so much, guys. That's correct. Thank you for the lovely introduction, Tamara. And what Tamara also didn't tell you guys is that she's been in the planes a couple of times. She's flown the planes. She does, I would say she's had better scores than one third of the classroom when I was conducting my PPL theory classes. She was a very good student. She was also a part of the admissions and the team which used to correct all the exams. We had 50 to 60 students in a classroom, and I wouldn't have the time to go through all the exam papers. So Tamara was trained and authorized to correct all the exam papers for the private pilot license, and then she would be on and off attending my sessions, and she would get one better than one third of the class when she was given the opportunity to do the exam herself. So thank you so much for having us both. I obviously come from a pilot training background. I bring the pilot training as an instructor experience. So when I have my session on the last day, I'll be talking about the AirCrash investigation from a more of an instructor point of view, from a training perspective as well. How we do the training, making sure that people don't investigate us. So as a pilot student, as an instructor, we always want no, we always want to be in a situation where we are not the subject of the investigation, right? So I'm going to bring in that perspective when we talk about it. And Tamara brought the general introduction, and she's introduced you guys. And what I believe this is the second time you guys are doing this, or maybe it's something you guys plan on doing every year. So congratulations on this really nice initiative. And I would wish each and every one of you who's listening to us right now, and for all of you who are going to be watching this later, the recorded version, I'm sure will be played online. So for everyone out there who's watching this right now, if you're passionate about the world of aviation, this is the right time to enter this industry. There has never been a better time to join the world of aviation like we see right now. Um, I just saw a comment, a big fan of your NEAT so thank you so much for that comment, Dave Sharma.
I just wanted
Um,
to add, Rizwan, we were at Wings India Hyderabad, and they were talking about the number of aircraft that have been bought by India recently, and it's the numbers are big, you guys. The numbers are big. So aviation is really booming. It's really taking over India right now. That's the industry that's growing. So to be part of it right now is the best decision, I would say.
Definitely, definitely. And as Tamara was saying, around 1,200 aircrafts being ordered in the last 6 months from the three major Indian carriers. Each airliner or each aircraft needs around 10 pilots on an average. So we're talking about a minimum of 12,000 new pilots. And that means more than doubling our capacity. As of today, we only have around 9,000 active pilots in the country. Now, pilots are the tip of the iceberg. You need a lot more for aircraft maintenance, and there's so many different tiers People only talk about the pilot training, which is on the top level, but there's a lot of different tiers on the bottom. It's a massive pyramid. So everything from aircraft safety management, that's a massive industry which is yet to be explored in India. There is also the aircraft safety management, goods handling, dangerous goods services. There's so many of those. 120 new airports are going to be built in India over the next 15 years. Every single person entering the world
I
of
also wanted to
aviation.
add it's not just commercial aircrafts that need investigation, right? There are also cargo services, all of that, where tragic things can happen. There's
The
just a
thing
variety of things.
The thing is, it's not just about tragic things happening and then somebody needs air traffic, the air safety people. To make sure that nothing tragic happens, you need an active group of air crash investigators who are learning from the previous mistakes, from the hundreds of incidences which have happened over the last decades. We want to make sure that none of those are ever repeated. If we have a brand new type of a problem and have an air crash because of that, nobody can stop it. Nobody can think about it. But what we're trying to do is two things. We need to have enough personnel who are constantly thinking of what might go wrong, which has never gone wrong, and coming up with solutions for problems that don't exist today. That's that's a new type of innovative work which needs to be done. And you also need to learn from history, as a very famous saying goes, people who don't learn from history tend to repeat it. So we have to actually learn from our previous mistakes so that we don't repeat those type of air crashes. And we also have to come up with solutions to problems that don't exist today. So these are the two different things I want each and everyone to think about. And yeah, that is something what I wanted to tell you guys before we kickstart this program. I know you guys are going to be going on with different programs, so we just wanted to give you guys a good head start, a big thumbs up. All the best with your next couple of days of training, and I'm looking forward to being part of the last day. And thank you so much, everyone, for having us. Over to you guys. And if you guys have any questions, feel free. You can always, I'm sure some of you follow me already, but make a lot of informative content about pilot training and aviation. So you can check out my Instagram page, Pilot Rizwan. NETAM, yes, someone was just talking about NETAM. If you notice from my NETAM, every week you'll always hear almost every week news about pilot hiring, news about aircrafts being ordered. So that affects each and every one of you in every single department of aviation. Thank you so much and have a great day, guys. Take care.
Go ahead.
It was very good to have you in this session with us, and I would also like to thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening and thought-provoking insights on the aviation industry. And it was also good hearing your personal stories and personal experiences about the aviation industry. And it was an uplifting and productive day. And I'm sure that all the participants have gained valuable information on it.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, you guys, sitting here and listening. I know it gets really annoying to sit down and listen to somebody, but kudos to you guys for staying here till the end. And yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and all the best to everybody that's here. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much. And I wish all of you a good Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.